Fire Emblem is here! So many games, so little time! The first of many is Fire Emblem Heroes. Have you heard of the Fire Emblem series before? Well, it's great! Allow us to give you a brief synopsis of this long and endearing series of games.
Fire Emblem is a tactical role-playing video game franchise developed by Intelligent Systems and published by Nintendo. First produced and published for the Family Computer or Famicom in 1992. The series consists of 15 games, including remakes across multiple game systems. The gameplay revolves around tactical movement of characters across grid-based environments while incorporating a story and characters similar to those in a more traditional role-playing video game. One feature that made Fire Emblem stand out compared to other tactical RPGs is its permanent death feature. You lose someone in battle, and they are gone from your roster forever. Later games have added an easy setting that allows you to avoid this, but this feature was what made Fire Emblem special.
Fire Emblem Heroes is a phone game, which has never been done in the series before. It's an interesting take on all that came before. Within this game, you have access to all the characters from across the Fire Emblem series. The combat is simplified, but it has the traditional rock, paper, scissors style system. Instead of a plethora of characters to control within a battle, you only get 4, and they're represented by chibi versions of themselves rather than sprites. Unlike the other games, Fire Emblem Heroes does not have a permanent death feature. The only downside when your characters die is they don't get the experience they gained in that specific level. Released on February 2nd, 2017, Fire Emblem Heroes has a variety of features. For a phone game, it is surprisingly dense. There is a lot to take in. We will try and simplify it for you as best we can.
Let's start with summoning. This is the first thing you will do in this game. You use orbs to summon characters from all across the games. Each character will have a star rating. 3 bronze, 4 silver, 5 gold. The higher the better. Some are more likely to be higher than others. You then pick your favorites and put them into a team.
Time to battle. There are 5 options on the battle page: story maps, training tower, special maps, arena duels, and a mystery one. Ooh. Most likely a DLC to be set aside for later. Hopefully, maybe some PvP mode. Come on, guys. Some PvP? Huh? PV? Okay. Within the main story maps, there's the main story, obviously, as well as some paralogs. The first time you beat any of these levels, you'll get orbs. Orbs are what you use to summon more characters. Once you beat these on normal, you will unlock hard and lunatic levels. These will give you more chances to get orbs and more chances to get your butt kicked.
The training tower is for training. Got a unit that's lagging behind? Here's where you get them up to snuff. You will also gain shards here for clearing levels. Shards are used to level up your characters. The special maps are always changing. They depend on the current event, and there will always be one level where you can gain a character. These characters will only be a 1 or 2 star, but they have their uses. The arena duels are where you fight against other players. You spend one of your 3 dueling swords you get each day to enter. You get bonuses the more you win, and at the end of the season you will gain feathers, which can be used with shards to upgrade your characters. This is the only reliable way to get feathers, and you will definitely need them.
The next section is allies. This is where you can access all your characters. A lot of the tabs are self-explanatory. Edit teams. This is where you choose which characters you want to play with. Learn skills. This is where you spend the skill points you get when your characters level up. Equip skills. This is where you change out those skills. Level up. This is where you spend shards to help your characters level up faster. You can do this up to level 20, and then you need crystals to level them up past that. Send home is a bit tricky. This is where you say goodbye to the characters you don't want. Doing so will give you feathers. The higher the level of the character, the more feathers. The thing is, you might be able to use that character to power up another and merge allies, so be careful who you send off.
Advanced growth leads you to the unlock potential and merge ally tabs. Unlock potential. Once you level up a character to level 20, you will have an option to up their star level, e.g. from 3 stars to 4 stars. This will send them back to level 1, but they will now have access to the next tier of their abilities. Beware, this can be very expensive. It takes 20,000 feathers. 20,000 to take a character for a 4 star to a 5 star. Merge allies. We mentioned this earlier. This is where you can use allies that you have copies of to power each other up. You will lose one, but depending on their level, it will give the other a nice boost. You gain extra SP from the one you consume, and sometimes there's a chance you get an extra level, which is kind of nice.
Tired yet? Well, we're almost there.
The homepage has a bunch of tabs of its own. Up in the corner, you can use orbs to upgrade your castle. Who doesn't like more XP? The little owl will have presents for you from time to time, like orbs and feathers. The fountain is where your quests are at. There are monthly quests, arena quests, story quests, and special event quests. Each one will give you a little prize. Don't forget to claim them. The glowing stone is where you find your friends list and your own friend code. What use is this? I don't know. Also, if you see a character with hearts above their heads, click on them. They might have something for you.
Take a breather. You've earned it. This game isn't bad as far as phone games go, but I found I kind of played it the same way. A lot of excitement at the beginning, and then stagnation. The story is not bad, but it's really short, and then after that it's the same thing over and over. There's no specific requirements like, keep this person alive, or environmental hazards like, the wind will push you one square to the left. It's just, you're 4 versus AI, and if you're jacked, you'll pretty much always win. That being said though, there's been a lot of DLC coming out for this game, and it has barely been out. So, I have high hopes. Maybe it'll surprise me in the future.
The major thing that I really enjoy about this game, it's fucking free. What I also really love about it is it introduces all of the older characters from the older games, the ones that I fell in love with. The ones I fell in love with. Then you'll always be mine. Another huge thing that I really enjoy about the game, Fire Emblem Heroes so far, is how they set up their freemium model. I've been playing the game for quite a long time now, and at a longer look at it, it does seem to be very fair in regards to how the economy of the free-to-play market is set up. Some cons: I don't have Len yet. I spent maybe it's a small bar. This is a ballpark estimate, but I've spent probably $40 on it. The game. Yeah, I'm not very proud about that. Another dislike that I really, disliked was no PvP. No PvP. How am I supposed to fight my friends? What's the purpose of having a friends list if I can't fight them? You know, back in the day we had this technology called a link cable. What's that, you say, old man? A link cable? By God, is that a Legend of Zelda character? No! No, it's not. It's a cable you plug into one Game Boy Advance to connect to the other Game Boy Advance, and you battle people. It's not like we've got Wi-Fi or anything. Internet. No. That's dumb. This is a smartphone. You need a link cable. But other than that, I feel like I'm being pretty nitpicky, but overall it's a great game. 4 out of 5. 4.5 out of 5. 7 out of 10. Until later down the line, I changed my mind. I don't know. Shut up.
Personally, I'm not a hardcore Fire Emblem player. I've played Awakening and I've played Fate's Conquest. I've loved the characters, I love the tactical system. However, the baby making and the limited use of items have often left me confused. Fire Emblem Heroes, however, is very simplified. I really enjoy how I can pick it up and play and not have to know about a deep, in-depth story. The story's pretty simple, it's cut and dry, and it allows me to just play the game without being bogged down on where am I? What am I doing in this story? Who are these characters? Do I know this person? It's a really easy game to play casually. If I'm bored, I'll open up my phone and play a few missions. I'm not tied down to it. That's what I like about it. I can take it anywhere and not feel like I have to finish something. I think it's the perfect game to blend hardcore Fire Emblem players with the casual Fire Emblem players.
Wait a minute. Anna's the commander of these people who live in a world where you jump from dimension to dimension, timeline to timeline, and Anna's been in almost every game. Are all these Annas the same? Is Anna just a time traveler?
What am I, in an aquarium now? That's crazy. This is the end screen. Pick something. Subscribe to me. Subscribe to them. Subscribe to the Forum Thread podcast. Subscribe to me, though, because I'm the cool one. And I guess, Thirsty Kraken Tavern people. Who are they, Tara and James? Was that what you said, Tara? Okay. Tara and James, yeah, subscribe to them. I was paid to say that.